launch this year from the CSG. There goes that mast.
Attention pour le début de la séquence d'allumage lanceur.
Our best wishes to the teams. We are off. METOP-C has started its journey, flying through the very atmosphere that it's going to be sending us information about. We're heading out north over the Atlantic. And he's telling us that everything's going according to plan. Of course, METOP is going to orbit our planet north to south, so we are going to deliver it on a polar orbit. We're burning 20 engines at the moment. We've got 4 on the core stage and 4 on each one of those boosters.
Stabilisation correcte du lanceur.
Stabilisation is correct. And the boosters are doing all the work. They only burn for 2 minutes, but that's long enough for Soyuz to escape the pull of our planet. They are delivering 80% of our thrust right now. Their job, to get us away from Earth's gravity. Gravity, of course, makes us stick to our planet, but it stops us from flying off into space, but it also makes it very hard for us to leave. So we need an awful lot of firepower to do that. And we can see those 4 boosters now being jettisoned.
Séparation du premier étage.
And we have confirmation there from the Range Operations Manager. So we saw those with our own eyes, and we're now burning the main core stage, known as the Block A, and it's the engine that you can see there.
Stabilisation correcte du lanceur.
And the stabilisation is correct, all going according to plan from the Range Operations Manager there. Altitude on the bottom left of the screen, 85 kilometres above our planet. The distance, if we were to draw a straight line across the Earth from the launch pad to the position of the launcher, 131 kilometres. And our speed on the bottom right, that's kilometres per second, of course, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, per second. So we are already travelling incredibly fast, and we'll be getting even faster. Amazing to see such beautiful pictures of the launcher. So those clouds actually managed to move away just at the right moment. Coming up to the scheduled moment for the fairing to be jettisoned, the fairing being the front, the nose, the tip of the vehicle that we saw earlier, housing the satellite and protecting it from the rigours of the launch, things like acoustic vibrations at launch, which are very loud, of course.
Séparation des 2 demi-coiffes.
And we have separation of the fairing, which comes in 2 halves, which is why he said separation of the 2 halves of the fairing. So our satellite is now exposed to space, and we are officially in space. We are coming up to 150 kilometres above Earth. We actually arrived in space when we reached 100 kilometres, which is the official Kármán line, the official boundary with space. Still following the launcher with our cameras, which is quite remarkable to see it now, 4.5 minutes going deeper and deeper into space. Our trajectory on the top right-hand side of the screen is the trajectory of the launcher, the planned trajectory, and the cross is the actual position of the launch vehicle. We're starting to get further away. You can see there we're now 175 kilometers high, and we can still see the dot of the engine. And we have separation there, confirmation from the range operations manager that we have now separated the second stage of our rocket. Picking up speed, close now to 4 kilometers per second. All going well, all going according to plan. And here we have the flight directorate. As I mentioned earlier, we have a number of different desks in the Mission Control Center. This is the Arianespace top management team. They take all the final decisions in the event of any unplanned situations. And here as well we have the joint Russian and European teams sitting shoulder to shoulder. So we can see our satellite for the first time. There it is, METOP-C at the front. So if you've never seen a launch before, to the left-hand side is what remains of the rocket. Then it's sort of in the middle, just after that white fan section, is the frigate upper stage, the gold round circular structure. And then right at the front is the satellite, and it's all folded up, of course. Ready to unfold when it separates. We've launched a lot of satellites for EUMETSAT. Let's take a look at them.
3, 2, 1, feu, allumage, décollage.
Système de commande du lanceur, contrôle à l'attendue. Le moteur du troisième étage fonctionne manuellement.
So there you have it. Arianespace has launched all the satellites for EUMETSAT. Those were the 12. And today, of course, we are launching the 13th satellite, METOP-C. It's en route right now to its final slot in space. And there on the right-hand side, you can see we lifted off from the Guiana Space Center on the northeastern coast of French Guiana. And Galileo is the name of the tracking station here at the Guiana Space Center. We're using telemetry to track the vehicle. During the flight, Soyuz sends information to the ground stations along its flight path, and they then send that data to the teams here at the Guiana Space Center. And this allows Arianespace to monitor the flight in real time. It also means they can do an evaluation